have to go a little bit back. So, first of all, the initiative was to make Thomas the captain of the team and for him to guide the team and to lead the team. So once he's not there now, surely after I talked to Thomas, first of all I had to talk to Kudus. For him, I think he's still young. He needs to grow into that role. The last time he was the captain, it was a situation where we actually expected Thomas to come. We have, Jico and Kudus who were like assisting Thomas. And last time I took the decision to make Kudus a captain. And now, as we know, Thomas is not coming. And it's not a permanent thing. So we are always open for him to return. I hope that the things we talked about, that he will do better in that, and that he will join the team maybe the next window in March. I think he understood my perspective. We had a good talk and we are in good terms, just for you to know. So going back again, we made a decision to make Kudus a captain that time because Thomas was not there. And now, as we know, Thomas is not there for the next 2 games. We made the decision or at the end, I decided to take a new captain for the team, which will be Jordan. So I talked to Kudus for him to understand that for me, he still needs to learn and grow into that role. And I want him to still to be second captain alongside Jiku. But Jordan will take over now, from now, and he will lead and guide the team. And for me, it was very important to take time to talk to Jordan also, to talk about his responsibilities as a captain, because it's always about the team first. It's always about to build a bridge as a captain between the coach and the players. It's always about to be disciplined, to take certain responsibility. All these things as a leader. It's not, for me, it's also about experience, but not only. It's not only about maybe you have 1,000 games for Ghana or whatever. It's a lot of things which you have to do and you have to take responsibility. And for me, these things, you need to take time with the player to talk and go through so that in case there was...
Charlie, confusion. There are 3 captains: Partey, Kudus, and Jiku. Partey has been dropped. Kudus needs to grow into the captaincy. But Jordan will captain the team, not Jiku. Jordan will captain the team in Partey's absence. So, Charlie, we conf. Boga, Partey's own too. Partey wanted to come, but he told Partey that he can't come. But Partey wanted to come. So, but Partey is not in the team. But he wanted to come. But the coach said Partey shouldn't come. You understand? So Partey will not be here for the game. But he is not injured. He is not sick. He is fit. And he wanted to come. But the coach said he shouldn't come. Yeah. That one makes sense more. Because after Otuado said it, then Didier Deschamps said something for Mbappe. So a balance is, okay. Maybe this is the reason that is going in their international head coach WhatsApp group. They are giving this one. Charlie, this is Prime Sports Extra. Enjoy, Prime. My name is Daniel Kanzi. Achuta Macro is here, but you know what? Kivo 4-in-1 guy mix. I chopped some this morning. Oh my goodness. I chopped some this morning. See, it was good, man. Like, it balanced me for the day. So, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll discuss the Black Stars matter small. In fact, today we'll activate the Zoom early for us to talk about the Black Stars matter. Then, we'll move on to, there's a big game tomorrow. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Kopama versus Saka. You see, the Arsenal fans and the Chelsea fans, since last season, they've been arguing who is better. Tomorrow we'll settle it. Kopama versus Saka. So we'll zoom to that one, then we'll do another zoom. So today there's double zoom. This one, my explanation, like Otuadu's own. This one is clear. One zoom for Black Stars, one zoom for Chelsea, Arsenal. Don't go away. Charlie, life is good, man. Like, I look good to be. I do also.
Yeah, but Charlie, you know first.
Oh, what I do?
You just talk, say the key one. You sort yourself before you come here this morning.
But you know they stay in my house.
It not be me, bro. Your brother man, Otto man.
No, Otto, me they know they talk again.
Oh.
No, me they know they talk. I they talk to the guy, I know they listen. No. The last, when we were the Central African Republic and Mali games, that was June.
Yeah.
I talked to Otto. I tell him, say, Boga. It be like the Dacious Capito. The original Capito.
The Dacious Capito.
The Dacious Capito. The great Capitano Dede. It be like, you know, come again. Richard Ofori. Yeah, Pamno, that guy, that boy touch. He no go play Black Stars again.
He still not explain why he touched the ball.
Yeah, Pamno. So, Otto, you the name officially.
Captain then.
Thank you.
Move.
Name the new leaders. Otto, we know the way they talk. I don't hear what they talk, safe. I say, okay, you do what you like. Then we go there, Kumasi.
Yeah.
No be Kumasi safe. The game after, no, the one we play for, the presser for here, no, Accra, no, after they do the gymnastics. Your man say, Kudus the Jikubi, assistant captains to Partey. He talk that, you know, we all for the press room, like, you know, they understand, like, Kudus, like, is Kudus ready for this thing? And you see the guy, he be star boy. You see, star boys where then they chop giveaway. You forgive them free rule.
Yeah.
You ever see say Enzo take captain put Kopama? No. Don't pressure him with that thing. Make him play ball. Then you go give the guy captain. Sansu go give him number 10. Now Kudus, pull this, ball this. He can't tap the ball into the pool.
Just a half an inch. This one not be 1 yard though. Half.
He couldn't tap the ball into the net. Pressure, so he finished where he go play club football. When he boot Van de Ven, when he stamp him.
We can't add the slaps.
When he add doubles, you know big shoe. For wrestling is like big shoe. He give him ta.
Wait, it be like the slaps, it be progressive slaps, because the first one be one.
The second one be double ta.
Then the Papa Matasa you own no. Ta.
Matasa say, oh, but Matasa and Kudus them be very
Boga.
So he's shocked. Say, brother man, why you go?
No, but you know the feeler I get? That week, because all the decent Ghana people this Kudus, no, they say, go up. So, brother man, they hunger strike. So, you know, chop the kivu.
That's why.
You know, chop the kivu.
Because he go the Premier League panel. You see, when they give you a red card and it is violent conduct, you have an opportunity to come and explain yourself.
Yeah.
So they invited Kudus to the Premier League panel. Kudus told them, this one I know be here see. Kudus told them that the negative criticism he had received from social media during the international break, it weighed on him. So he entered that game against Tottenham Hotspur with a very disturbed mindset. And on top of that, his team was losing the 4-1 season, so he boot the guy. You see
that thing you talk, it's shocking lawyer.
It's shocking lawyer.
Say, but you the Kudus are no, this no be how they talk. This no be, the thing you do, self, me, I know the bab.
And you see, you could go back. Let's rewind to the June games at the talk about.
The Central African Republic.
Central African Republic. Yeah. After we beat Mali, we shipped Central African Republic. The guy say he goes social media top, they reply people then they.
In fact, people will not mention themselves.
They don't mention themselves.
Them or then chop straight bullets.
Them or then chop straight bullets. So, me, I watched that thing that time where I say, nah, you see, this be somebody clearly, times are different. Appear them, if you diss them, they no go see. They no can listen radio, they no go see, they no go hear. You understand? But this one, if you diss them, no, they go to my phone stop. Everything they the phone talk. Everything they the real time. Don't go see the time if you send it. You say, yeah, okay, this is the time, this is the chance. Okay, then pack this insult for here, pack this one for here. So obviously, this be somebody with social media comments and things. It affect them. You understand? You watch this series, Ted Lasso.
Nah.
You forgot Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso, it be some football series be with that.
I see.
Ted Lasso inside there, some guy be there inside. They call him Nate. Then he be manager. Then he be Kitman way ten manager, tactical genius. He after every match, he could go type his name for the Twitter search button there. Then check all the positive comments. Then he excites. He say, Nate is a genius. He say, You go basically say, if I want to just review so.
And there are people like that.
Thank you. If you do something killer way, then they give you fans. So it'd be like, obviously.
In fact, this week, not to cut you, Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
There are these fan cam accounts where, like, so you see the way there are entertainment influencers, football to the same, McGoldbridge and in people.
Yeah.
Rashford comes to say some guy, you always see the fire on Twitter and on Twitch, YouTube as well.
Yeah.
The guy come, they greet the Man United players before the Park match.
Yeah.
You see, Brownham. You don't mind himself.
I don't mind now.
Because he identified the guy, say, the people where they talk way, they blast me, you know. They go inside, give me, you know. This guy, he monk. So you see the guy, he blank him.
You see, so they know these things.
Yeah.
And some of them, it affects them.
Yeah.
Some people, they know the base. Some people, they social media, they will go there.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? My point is, this is somebody will obviously criticism and things. If they get one, and you see, it has gotten to him to the point that he can enter a different game in a different hemisphere and go and misbehave because of what has happened in Ghana. You understand? Somebody like this, don't burden him with the... If you know your players and you understand your players, Otto, I don't know what take and give captaincy. Right now, he say, he say, Kudus needs to grow into the captaincy. So Jordan, who wasn't even part of the three, will come and captain the team. So my point is, Jikunu...
What did they try to tell him?
What did they try to tell him?
With the other part of the entire business way, it be some way, be what happens when Partey comes.
Thank you.
Because the Jordan thing, initially he said, oh, this is an arrangement for now. But at the end of his speech, he said, Jordan is captain now and from now. Now, we know say the English, you know, that they but like that.
But if you say from now, it means permanent.
Also, he also said, but Partey can come back into the team, right? So what happens then when Partey comes? But on the level, I feel the way he handled the Partey issue. In fact, he even said that we spoke, and you see, this is how you know that Otto wasn't very happy with Partey's conduct in the last window.
But that one be sick.
Yeah, and he said, we spoke, and I hope that when he comes back, the things we discussed, he's able to do them. So there was something he didn't like about Partey's attitude. And, Boga, you know what happened? The time them call Partey, say, Partey, come make we test you. Then Partey say he was feeling ill before the two Sudan matches. Where the FA say, oh,
he is sick.
He is sick. The FA say, oh, make we share medical records. So then share medical records plus there. As some people send their medical reports, GFA view that ways, then say, nah, that's why I be Dr. Principal. But you see that thing and say, these people be like they don't want to take one pass one eye top. So you, Partey, come down and make a test you then see. Partey say, I know they feel comfortable to sit in the plane. He flow Otuado. Otuado say, Partey. We bail Partey. Still, Partey say, me, I no one come. Otuado say, Boga, you be the captain. Where he show him the instances where Black Stars captains hurt, but then still camp. Remember AFCON 2008? After Stephen Appiah go do that, let them come.
Finish, go ahead.
Boga, still, he come. In fact, they even named him as a special assistant. Partey. In fact, 2 years ago, Andre was also injured. In fact, last year, Andre did the same thing. He was injured, but came to the national team camp with his own medics, stayed with the team. And Otto say, This be one of history. As far as Black Stars is concerned, this be how the captains they behave when it is not a serious injury, but they are ill, they cannot play. But sometimes we need them around. Your own self, your own self will not feel confirmed. Say, Charlie, the thing they talk, it be real because the doctor said the report no it be some way.
It be suspicious.
So it pain Ottoman.
Oh, but Arsenal to the kung fu. If somebody say the person is sick, put something for there.
Well, it be like the thing them put for there, no. You know, past the Dr. Prince Pambo test. Ottoman say you.
Correct, doctor.
Time will come. So this one way.
It mark me.
But he check the list. You see the internationals, no. When it's time, the club protocol officer will call the ones where the national team invite. They will tell you.
Stick it on the notice board.
They tell you,
so you go check.
These people.
Okay, I guess.
Partey check. You know they see his name that they scroll down. We go find some lens be. Some bifocal lens say, Charlie, make a check the thing. They see say maybe my eyes. Partey scroll, you scroll up.
So he gets for the thing, they zoom.
He zoom the thing. He zoom the thing. You see, you still know the see Thomas Partey. We flow Ottoman. I say, Ottoman. But the way me then you day where you bounce me like this, me I know what's up. The thing, I should say be mistake they do. Yeah. Ottoman say, nah, not be mistake.
It's on purpose.
It be on purpose. He say, it be me, I say, you know, also, but I won't come help. He say, nah, boga. I asked you, say the last time, come make you test you. Doctor say, come. He said, nah, you know won't come. So sit there. It be my decision.
So it be punishment.
It be punishment. He finished where he flow and say, as I told you the last time, this be how captains they behave. Availability is the #1 quality in football. But boss saying, if we cannot count on you, forget it.
Yeah, Rich James.
You see the boys way every day, they hurt every day, then get some guy be there Manchester.
Sure.
He hears a new coach come. He hears a new coach come now.
I don't want to digress. But if you notice Rich James in physique, and you compare it to Luke Shaw in physique, the two of them, the bottom. Charlie, excess
weight.
If you land in a hamstring,
excess weight.
They put weight on the hamstring.
Excess weight.
Charlie.
Long story short, Ottoman say this time but if you check your attitude, you know, be say you get some yawa idea, but the little things.
Check it.
So he said tomorrow, if Fatah Isaku say he's now recovering, make her give him time. I go feel watching her and talk say, oh, I no go agree or make you go. For you set example.
Yeah.
So that one there. Wait, you see the other thing we say Partey. You know really, Partey situation it be delicate. He is north of 30. If you've paid attention to Partey at Arsenal, this season
29.
This season, Partey is not 29.
He's 29.
He's north of he's 33 or something.
Partey be 29. You say Partey will be 29. Partey is
this
29.
season. Every time Partey has played 3 games in a week, there is a significant drop in his
31,
performance.
31.
Yes.
31.
Every time Partey has played 3 games in a week, the 3rd game in that week, there is a significant decline in his performance. And every time Arsenal fans self the talk say, why Arteta they burden him in midweek games when they need him for Premier League matches, right? And it didn't start today, from last season or so. Clearly, the body is no longer able to cope with the exertions of 3 games per week. And if you introduce the international matches and having to flight and jet lag and all of that, it sits within reason that he will begin to prioritize himself, especially when his contract situation is not exactly.
That one, we know the base. That one, we know the
but
base.
every decision comes with consequences. So you prioritize your career. But we too, on a national team, he need we. It be important. So I feel the move Otto made. He has set the tone. The only thing is going forward, stick to it. Make nobody can give you any flimsy excuse. Say, oh, my auntie in nose baku is well, so she know the see for in left eye. So then you say, nah, that be.
Charlie, the Black Stars list, no. 2 of our boys have been added to the list.
Emmanuel Entry.
Thank you, and Razak Simpson.
Yes.
For Emmanuel Entry, see, this thing that, join big team, big team is good, oh. See, big team is a big team, oh. Like, no disrespect to Great Olympics, but last season, Emmanuel Entry the ball. He the ball, but Yeah, like, you know, they carry...
No do am at a big stage.
Thank you. You go Kotoko, no. We don't even play 10 matches. You
4
go
months.
Kotoko, no.
Yeah.
Back. And to be frank, you see, if you want deep the thing safe, the ball he dey play at Kotoko this season, he not really like crack we see last season at Olympics.
No.
He just give like skirmishes. But the skirmishes at Kotoko is enough for a Black Stars squad. Other, if big team call you, answer your phone, no, answer your phone. Big team. Charlie.
But I'll be happy for Emmanuel Enchi. But it also goes to show you that while the league is generally perceived to be poor, and is actually poor, there are some diamonds in the rough there. Like, there are some quality materials. The other day, I was telling somebody, if you can find Aziz Issa and David Oduro for Barcelona, you can find Emmanuel Enchi. It only means there is quality there. And for someone like Enchi, I genuinely believe Enchi is good enough to play for this team. Like, he only needs to be comfortable with the culture of the team, be able to deal with the pressure. But in terms of pure footballing ability, he has more to his game than a lot of central midfielders that we have invited. So just to conclude on this, there is quality there. You only need to understand that there is a certain gap in terms of the culture and the structural football that pertains in the Black Star setting and what pertains in the Ghana Premier League. So you have to look there, find what can work for you, and make it a punch to make it work, add value to them rather than... And I'm hoping that, especially for someone like Emmanuel Enchi, this isn't just one of those he gets called up for these sets of games and then the next time he gets dropped. Because in the last 5 years, that has been the norm for a lot of them. In fact, the only player who had a consistent run was Efriye Barnier. I mean, he was called up for about 3 or 4 games and then made the World Cup list as well. Yeah. But beyond that, we really have not shown any continuity because the league needs it. Nobody is saying call every player, or because nobody is saying that the players in the league are as good as those. There are outliers, right, that you can take and polish a bit. Even if it is just introduce them into the national team and just let them get a feel of the team. With time, platform them, and they will deliver.
Charlie, you know what? As you were giving your submission, I beg, put the camera on at you. I was just looking at the bottom row.
Yeah.
The bottom row on your right-hand side. Semenyo, Jordan Ayew, Iñaki, Partey. So we got players who.
Oh, Boga, we get players.
So why are we like, I don't understand.
Boga, we get players. Me, I talk in the past, say, this, in fact, before the World Cup, I said the current group we had is the most stacked we have had in a decade. Like, in terms of pure individual quality and the platforms where they perform.
Let me jog your memory. Before the AFCON, this year's AFCON, BBC's John Bennett, he wrote an article on like Ghana's team, basically a preview. And then said, Charlie, we have a real chance considering our quality. The way they both come from, they say, hey, what's real chance? When Ghanaians fired the guy, he had to come and issue another tweet. He said, hey, he's so shocked as to how...
We don't have faith.
Like, he said, on top of that, we have Chris Hughton, like Premier League manager. And you are entering a tournament and you don't think you have... Sorry, Boga, we support the team.
No, me, I talk. We get a number of problems. But at the heart of it is that, one, we've had a very poor technical culture for a long time. Like, since AFCON 2017, we haven't been good again, right? So the technical base for someone to just come in there and then feel comfortable, be able to translate his form from club level doesn't exist. Right? So that's how come, irrespective of who you are inviting, they all walk into the national team and they look poor. In fact, in the last 8 years, you can count the number of players who have actually been good in Ghana colours. Kudus, Andre, Jordan sometimes, Jiku, you are done. There are no consistent performers in the team, and it is not an individual problem. Yes, there are, for individual matches, you can pinpoint the mistakes that individual players make. But the rotten technical culture makes it impossible for any player to thrive there. That culture encapsulates the poor coaching, right? Encapsulates the poor structure that the team has got for even individual games, like the game plan for a lot of those individual games. The culture also encapsulates the little decisions like crowding up the Black Stars Hotel, like putting people who have no business being around the national team.
Everybody
there.
needed something.
That kind of, all of those things contribute because the team literally has no privacy. They have no peace of mind to work, right? And that's why you need a strong character. Not just a good tactician, but a strong character to be able to, so for example, the avoidable mistakes that Otuado made in the past window with the captaincy should not have happened.
Yeah.
Right? The spillover and how, because the players ball. Kudus himself didn't want the captaincy.
Shock. He said, Boga, I don't want it, man. I don't want it. Oh.
Bro. So
they say let's smoke, Kudus they cry.
No.
He said, don't put this thing on me. I don't like this.
There's one thing we often underrate about our Black Stars players. They are very intelligent and they are very observant. The things we can see and make sense of from afar, they live it. So they have a better appreciation. So when people like to reference that Kojo Asamoah interview where he said he got the 10 jersey and he was seeing stuff in his dream, Kudus appreciates that better because he's been in the Black Stars camp when he's seen captains refuse to take Andre's armband. Right? Kudus teammates, although Kudus was not at that AFCON, but in Cameroon, there were Black Stars players who saw Thomas Partey refuse to take Andre's armband when Andre was sent off. There were those who saw the Kumasi episode between Andre and Jan, when Jan decided to do a special commemorative at the end of the captain's armband and the entire wait for your time speech. Those things exist, and the players know it. So when you are trying to force, and it's not just the fact that it was being forced on Kudus, but when they come to the realization that the process for even the announcement of the captaincy is not right, they will resist. Look,
the players didn't know.
Even when you are doing the right thing and you don't go about it the right way, the players will resist it because they are human beings first, and they can put themselves in the shoes of their teammates. That if roles were reversed, and Kudus realized that, okay, what if this captaincy was not coming to me, but it was going to Jordan? However, this same process of completely disregarding everyone else, would I be happy? No. So there is that maturity, there is that intelligence to make sense of that situation, and the conscience to know that this is not right.
It's not right.
They will resist it. That is why Ottoman was advised that, you know what, gallivant all over the place. They spend the last 8 or 6 days going on a peacemaking tour in the UK.
Apology tour.
Yeah, but you have to apologize.
See, I beg, put the Zoom link there. Let my Zoomers join me. Let my Zoomers join me. I want to sound like this thing. Moses. Let my people go.
Let my people go.
Let my Zoomers join me. See, no, wait, the game is when? It's on
15th.
Friday.
Yeah.
So we would have played by the time we come here next week. They give me prediction here. Angola, that's the first game. Then next week we'll ask you the
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, this team, I know Shedda gave him.
So you don't think that they vex? They will say, no, this one will beat Angola. Angola have already qualified.
See, the Black Stars, even when they vex,
nothing.
Boga.
In fact, when they are angry,
went to stand there and he said, you, and he did this.
So that be the wrong vexing. That vexing, they won't knock. They no one win for him. There's a difference.
Boga.
There's a difference. That one, it was not anger like, let me do something for the people. It was anger like, hey, this one
but after Angola come whip you for here, we go Niger, everybody say, oh, Charlie, this was going to provoke a reaction because Angola didn't just beat us. So they took away our pride, which is their unbeaten record at Babaya.
24 years. Charlie, the Gen Zs, they never see Ghana lose for this thing before. They never see Ghana.
You took the bragging rights away from the Gen Zs.
I'm
in their own house.
I'm beyond scandalized. See, Boga, let's change topic.
Let's do Zoom.
Oh, I beg, put the Zoom. Okay, they say we should go on break. And come before we talk to you. So if you ask me, I don't blame you. Blame the director. Charlie, let's go on a break. We'll be back. Come back. Now it's time for the Zoom. Yeah, so the Zoom is ready. My Zoomers, join me and let's discuss. Charlie, it's safe, no? I'm in a good mood. So you know what? Charlie, bone the Black Stars. The team will qualify safe. See, Zoom me and let's talk about Chelsea and Arsenal. See, this weekend is a big one. Forget all the other games. the Zoom link is on there. So just join the Zoom. Let's talk about Chelsea and Arsenal. Saka against Palmer. Time me on a level. Hey, Palmer they play ball.
Oh, they play ball.
Hey,
they play ball.
Like, see, me sometimes, in fact, it's this job. Sometimes this job they bore me. Like it has taken some feelings. Be like like 10 years ago, Master, 10 years ago, I catch some argument here I do for school. I say, oh shit. I say, oh shit, they play ball past Gerard. That time, once you man you play, I don't care. Master, I go act this at the room. I say, oh shit, they play ball past Gerard.
But, you know, it's part of the growth. Not necessarily the job. You get to a point where you begin to appreciate a lot of things. Because that's for TV room banter, the sort of things.
TV room, in politics. In politics.
The sort of
black
things.
You go sell them.
But you know see.
Master, you go sell them white.
You know
have to do white.
But
hey, Palmer.
Palmer the ball.
Hey,
Palmer last season, in all the chaos at Chelsea, he was like, he didn't care. He was unaffected. He did ball. This season, everyone was waiting to see if he was a one-season wonder. But right through the formative stages of Enzo, when Enzo was trying to make sense of the squad he had, Palmer was the guy who made him
consistent one
and gave him the reason to breathe. So, and you see, it's very important for coaches because when you walk into a new setup, before you can install and instill your style of play and get the team to play in your own image, you need the results first.
Yeah.
You need the results to keep you in the job to be able to. It is at that point where players like Palmer become important because whether good or bad, whether the team is playing well or not, whether they are responding to your tactics and playing your way or not, he's getting you the results. Yeah. So that affords you the time to breathe. And especially in a team with so many inconsistent performers.
Plenty.
Look,
it seems that your captain is always injured. No, but
Palmer is the coach's delight.
Is James still the Chelsea captain?
Yeah.
Like captain.
Yeah, he is.
When he's fit, he's captain.
Yeah. But he has a stronger bond with the Chelsea medics than...
Yeah, he's in their WhatsApp group.
Charlie.
They say Chelsea, right now, if you play Conference League, no, it means you are TV. If you feature in a Conference League, you are TV. So Nkunku,
Enzo,
Felix, Enzo Visado.
No, but
and he played only first half too.
But Maresca force.
Why?
Elsewhere, these issues will create problems.
But who told you it's not creating a problem?
No.
But the guy is sound, so he can't say anything.
No, Adekam. You see, he's not one person. A lot of big money signings. Nkunku, Enzo, Joao Felix. Now, Felix must have walked into Chelsea thinking, oh, but as for this team, dear, I should be a guaranteed starter.
See, the issue with Felix is, where Palmer is playing is where you play.
Yes.
If you are a man in world football today, come and tell the coach that you deserve to play ahead of Palmer.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
Palmer.
I'm saying
that. Go sit down.
In Felix's mind...
Palmer.
In Felix's mind, the coach should be able to rejig this team to accommodate him and Palmer.
You don't reach like that.
You see, Enzo is probably also thinking, but if I watch Lavia and Caicedo, one of them for fit to tap, make her play.
Yeah.
Right? Christopher Nkunku. He looks at the scope of that attack and thinks, the only consistent performer in that attack is Cole Palmer. And Palmer is not my competition.
Yeah.
But it is up to a good coach to either make everyone understand their place in the team and accept it, or even if they disagree, handle it and communicate it in a manner that does not create dissent in the dressing room. And out there to the public, of course, the dressing room is the most important thing, but the optics also matter. So out there to the public, leave people in no doubt that you are in charge by your communication and by your conduct.
No, they're true.
And on that side, Enzo Maresca, Charlie is Paul there.
He's Paul there. But Charlie, Chelsea against Arsenal. This game usually doesn't follow form. Usually. But Arsenal are struggling. Back-to-back losses. They've not scored a goal in 2 games. The attack is suffering. The defense is not as strong. Chelsea, on the other hand, they've started much, much better than they finished last season. Looking really good. In fact, the games they have lost, the games they've dropped points in are games that on paper you expect them to drop points. But the performances in those games have been really good. Charlie, how do you see it? No? In fact, let's start from a Chelsea point of view.
Maresca's record in these seminal games have been, I wouldn't want to say not great, but there's been signs of concern. So whilst the performance and the results aren't terrible, for almost every game, you struggle to see, he struggles to get his best players involved in a manner that will positively influence the results. So against Nottingham Forest, against Liverpool, we saw something like that. Against City, we saw something like that. I think Manchester United was the most dominant verdict of that trend. Because if there is any team that, look, you expect that when you face them, you should be able to impose your style and beat them, it is Manchester United. Tottenham Hotspur came to Old Trafford and did. In fact, by 45 minutes, the game was done.
Oh, but that was Ten Hag. Ten Hag giving me a bit.
Still, he has his imprint on this team.
No,
on Manchester United.
To be frank, on record, Ten Hag, everybody will beat him.
Yes.
If Ten Hag was there, Chelsea will score.
Yes.
Ten Hag there.
However,
Ten Hag Falao.
Yes, but
at 27, you can't beat them.
But you see, the manager who stopped Maresca was one who only had a week to fashion out his own game plan, independent of whatever Ten Hag. So to the extent that he could not set up his team to get Kopama to be a bit more influential, to get Madueke to be a bit more influential, and then their holding midfielder was the best player for them on that day, I find that to be a bit problematic because there's a trend of 4 games all following the same pattern. Nottingham Forest, City, Liverpool, and Manchester United. So that is what I want to see. How he finds a way to break free of whatever shackles Chelsea or Arsenal and Arteta, and they will come with that. Because Arteta's entire game plan will be built around, his defensive game plan will be built around protecting his defense. A big part of that is going to be about keeping Cole Palmer in check, protecting that wide area on that right where Madueke often operates, and also ensures that whenever there is a turnover, they've got enough numbers to deal with the runs that the Senegalese forward, Nicolas Jackson, often makes.
Charlie.
So that's the only concern I have about the Chelsea team. Also, that is where I think that game could be won, in the sense that Arsenal already are having a confidence crisis. They are not playing well. Attacking-wise, they look very, very predictable. They get the ball, give it to Martinelli or Saka, and expect them to run for 30 yards and go and create something. There is nothing inventive about the way Arsenal attacks. In fact, that defeat to Inter in midweek was damning because Inter did it without 3 of their best players starting that match. By the 60th minute, he had taken off Lautaro Martinez. And then after the 70th minute, he took off Çalhanoğlu. He didn't start his best defender in Bastoni. He didn't start his best midfielder in Nicola Barella. He didn't start his strike partner in Marcus Thuram.
That's not to tell you that, right?
That's one man. Odegaard has not counted for a long time. I'm talking about players who are available and fit to start. And the managers decided that game against Napoli on Sunday is more important. So he's taking away 3 members of the nucleus of his team.
Odegaard was available.
So the circumstance around this game will force Arteta to recoil, sit deep, defend. And that is what Arsenal know how to do.
Let's settle this thing. Cole Palmer or Saka? Palmer is 22. Saka is what, 23?
So Palmer will score. I won't even let you finish.
Palmer has played more minutes.
Yes.
866 against Saka's 744. Palmer has scored 7 goals. This is just for the Premier League.
Yeah.
Saka has scored 3. Palmer has an XG of 5 and he scored 7, so he's outperformed. Saka has an XG of 2.4. He scored 3, so he's also outperformed. Palmer has 5 assists. Saka has 7 assists, so Saka is leading on that one.
Yeah.
They've both created 28 chances each. Charlie, the numbers are...
They are quite close.
They are close.
They are quite close. But you see, Palmer is the guy for me. Yeah, Palmer. The thing about...
Why is Palmer better than Saka?
Because
why?
Palmer lives in moments. He doesn't need a team to sustain momentum to be able to fashion something out.
And Saka?
Saka's game has suffered with Arsenal's regression.
But he's still giving the numbers.
He still is. But
he's probably the reason why they are not losing the matches.
But the best iteration of Saka was when he had that triangular combination with Ben White and then Odegaard. He just doesn't look the same. But the thing about players like him is that he will still give you something. right? But that does not necessarily mean that they are operating in their natural habitat or where they are most comfortable. So I expect Palmer will score, and he will score. He will score tomorrow.
No, you see, I'm not saying scoring matter.
Or who is better?
You've not convinced me as to why you think Palmer is better than Saka. You've not convinced me. See, Bukayo, Bukayo is a very interesting. Maybe it's the way, is the what do you call it? The eye test. He doesn't look as pleasing on the ball as Palmer. You see, the way Palmer does it is like it's easy. It's like, But what they are doing with the ball, productivity-wise, I don't think.
But that is also the X factor, because what you've mentioned about Palmer is what all the great players in the world have in common.
What?
They make it look easy. You enjoy
the greatest of all time, the Jimmy leg where they play the shot. Doesn't look like it's easy.
But that is a different phase of his career. You've forgotten how entertaining Cristiano was.
No, you see, I'm not saying. But Saka is entertaining. I'm saying that compared to Palmer, Palmer looks a bit laid back. It's like he's not doing anything, but he's doing it. Saka looks like he's working.
Yeah, but that's an important aspect of it.
How is it important? We're talking about what you are doing. So if I look like I'm struggling and I score 30 yards, and you look like it's easy to score 30 yards.
No, because typically, this is how, as football fans, our brains have been wired. Growing up, especially, in fact, whichever generation we were born in.
Okay, wait. So you tell me that Berbatov is better than Rooney because Berbatov looks like he's not doing it.
No.
I'm
saying that whichever generation we were born in, you are used to wingers who are either very skillful, like the natural art of, they can manipulate the ball, manipulate space, their body in a way that will simply excite you.
But Bukayo does that.
It looks so mechanical.
Bukayo.
Look, Mohamed Salah. If Salah had a box of Brazilian tricks to his name, people would be mentioning him in the same breath as maybe something closer to Messi. But people would even struggle to accept that he's as good as prime Gareth Bale or even Iron Robin, because he simply does not have that kind of flair and the dexterity but he is ridiculously good.
So you are actually making the point for Saka.
No, Salah is next level.
No, you're making the point for
coming. No.
Bukayo. The consistency over the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Goals, assists, week in, week out. This is if not for the injury.
I told you
6 assists.
I've mentioned one point of differentiation.
Bukayo.
You didn't pay attention. I said Saka's game has suffered because he no longer has that two other options.
No, and I'm saying, how has it suffered? If you see, how has it suffered? Because he's still churning out the numbers, which proves that he's that good. He doesn't need Odegaard or White around to consistently give the numbers and consistently be productive with or without them. He doesn't need them.
It's not just a numbers game.
When White was darting down, giving him that option, Odegaard was there. Yeah. Yes, it was nicer to watch. But Saka is still doing this season. White is not playing. Odegaard has been injured. Yet Saka is still set pieces, open play. He's still doing it, in fact. They say what? Alaji is on Zoom. You let Alaji come and settle this matter. Alaji, good morning. See, Alaji. I beg, unmute. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself and then let's go. Alaji, I don't hear you. And I beg, use the audio on the Zoom.
It looks like he's paying attention to the TV.
Yeah, use the audio on the Zoom. Don't mind the TV. The TV is delayed. And it's time no day. Let Alaji sort himself out, and then but I'm still on you. I'm saying that. Look, this Arsenal team is struggling. We understand that they are struggling, right? But despite the struggles, Saka is still turning out the numbers. Look at, he got injured, came back against Liverpool, offered, what a performance. He completely tore this guy apart.
Your man was playing.
He was injured. But he had missed games before. He had a hamstring. He had missed two.
He was fit.
No, he had missed two. He missed 2 Premier League games before that.
Yeah.
Charlie, Alaji, they say you've muted. You come. Atu is annoying me. Alaji, if I see your face, you are come to support Kopama. Alaji, you are come to support Kopama.
As you
And like,
can see, as you can see.
If you
can see blues for life.
you day form.
I did from wow.
You did form.
no, but tell me why?
from-
Why?
from
Why
what?
do you think Kopama is better than? Remove your jersey and tell me why. Why?
Danny K, everything aside, comparing the two, me, I figure say Upama be slightly ahead of
Saka.
Bukayo Saka. You know why?
Why?
Since the introduction of Upama into this Chelsea team, let's take it back from last season. Where you take the small boy camp, now the Chelsea team, where you dig down flat. With this guy, where you carry the Chelsea team, if you know, be like Pep Guardiola in shenanigan where you do last season, where you take the cup, give Man United, and Upama single-handedly carry Chelsea to go play the Europa League. You see, so if you watch the Arsenal team carefully, you will see say even Arsenal within their team, their best player be the captain where you go, where you did the injury room.
It's not true.
The Odegaard guy.
It's not true.
Why?
Alaji, don't
why?
mind him. Alaji.
Okay, me too. Chelsea's best player is Nicolas Jackson. Are you talking why? Nicolas Jackson is not Farmer.
If you are talking about numbers, you just compare their numbers.
But Saka has better numbers than Odegaard.
No, you are talking of Obama and then Jackson.
No, that one I was just
yes,
I'm saying that
for me, I think Obama is slightly ahead of Jackson, regardless. You know, slightly ahead of Saka. Regardless, but in terms of experience-wise, you can say Saka has been in the league for about 3-4 seasons, so he has that experience over Obama. But don't forget, this is the boy's second top flight football. As I'm talking now.
No, see, Alaji, be solid guy. You are convincing me small. If I one day if I comes to you, Alaji, if I comes to you.
Yes, thank you. You know something?
Yeah.
With the Arsenal and Chelsea match, I fear.
Hey.
If you look at the statistics, you go see say for the last 5 meetings, it has been very difficult for us to beat them. The last time that we played them, they scored us 5-0.
Are they on air? Why they call me? Somebody they call.
The last time that we played them, they scored us 5-0. You see, so this match, I don't see Chelsea losing, but draw will be the likely result. But for losing at Stamford Bridge, I don't think Chelsea will lose to God.
Alaji, you be solid guy. One day you forecast to
see
you.
What Saka does. It's easy to do it in a settled team.
Who told you? Who told you?
It's easier
in fact, let me tell you.
team.
If you are in a settled team and there are other star players, you by all means share the numbers.
But who are the other star players?
But you mentioned Odegaard.
Who are the other star players?
Odegaard is there. Martinelli is there.
Martinelli
retired
2 years
These
ago.
people all share the
Martinelli
numbers.
retired 2 years ago.
What are you telling
If Martinelli was good, would Arteta go and bring Sterling?
Wait.
See,
so you are saying so Saka is not in a settled team.
Saka plays in a settled team, so it's easy.
And I'm saying that there are other star performers in that team who share the responsibility.
They don't.
They don't have.
The real
you are telling me that all the numbers, all the goals and all the assists.
The real difficulty.
Wait. Compare the difference between Kopama's numbers and the next best attacking Chelsea player, and compare the difference between Saka's numbers and the next best Arsenal attacking player. It's much closer than Kopama.
The real difficulty.
Kopama is the only one scoring and giving assists. That is not even
and that is why you need to respect him. The real difficulty is having to adjust your game every match week to suit the variables around you.
See, Mr. Abebio is there. Mr. Abebio is on the Zoom. Maybe he will come and support me. Arsenal fans, you are not trying. Mr. Abebio, I beg you, God, let him be an Arsenal fan. You be an Arsenal fan.
Well, for the Arsenal fan.
Correct guy, Mr. Abebio. Talk to me, Mr. Abebio.
Charlie, settle the matter for me. So Kopama is better than Saka.
Well, it depends. But this year under review, I'll give it to Kopama.
Thank you.
No doubt. I'll give it to Kopama. Scoring 4 goals in first half, his contribution to Chelsea team. You know, there has been a turnaround for Chelsea because of this guy's performance. And
Charlie, I review.
See where
I review. See, you talk you.
Both.
You talk you. Congratulations, you are not my friend again. Charlie, there's a last Zuma on. I beg you. See, I review. You are not my friend. You are not my friend again. There's a last Zuma. I beg. Charlie, they say the last Zuma Arsenal fan, but
Yeah, that's how the Arsenal fans are.
Internet the best, but Saka is better than Partey.
That's how the Arsenal fans
Saka
are.
is better. Even international football safe. The manager who trains with the two of them every day, he saw that no, Charlie. There's something
But they play different.
There's something about Bukayo. There's something about Bukayo that
the one
why
moment
can't Palmer play?
The one moment cold Palmer came on. Did you see what happened?
What's the one moment why you didn't see Bukayo Saka?
Hey.
You didn't see Bukayo.
Bukayo did a pitch where cold Palmer came to make the
you didn't see Bukayo Saka
I'm saying
play
that
the tournament.
Bukayo did a pitch stop where cold Palmer
You don't
came
see
to make the
Bukayo.
difference. He did, I don't feel do shit.
See, you make me end the show. I don't agree. You Arsenal fans too. You come and help me.
But
Chelsea fans are calling plenty.
They know you are doing false propaganda.
Master. Charlie, this has been Price Sports Extra. My name is Aaron Cranting. I did this with Victor Achu Tamaklo, VAT. Yeah, VAT. He be tax man. He be serious guy. See, Arsenal versus Chelsea tomorrow. Hey, there. But Kivo, 4-1 guy. You have to eat. If you're a Chelsea fan, eat Kivo before the game because you lose. Bye-bye.